Hello and welcome to the UPMC Event Center here on the campus of Robert Morris University. The Gators have their biggest test of the season tonight to keep their season rolling. It is PIAA quarter-final action between the Gators and the unblemished, undefeated Laurel Highlands Mustangs. We're just a few seconds away from the national anthem and introducing starters, but I want to welcome everyone here tonight. Vince Russo flying solo, as we have all season. We'll see if the Gators can keep their season going against a very talented Mustang squad. We'll turn it over to the PA announcements. We'll be right back here with quarterfinal action here in the state playoffs.
Sportsmanship is an expectation. Please let the players play, let the coaches coach, let the officials officiate, and let the spectators be positive. By meeting the challenge of sportsmanship in the stands, you are providing a sound example for students as well as representing your school with dignity and pride. Booing, taunting, or intimidating officials is unacceptable behavior and could be grounds for removal from this contest. The PIAA wishes everyone a positive, exciting, and meaningful championship experience. Follow all the PIAA action on Twitter and Instagram at PIAA Sports. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this event without the express written consent of the PIAA is prohibited. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second half of tonight's doubleheader between the Gateway Gators and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Laurel Highlands will be considered the home team for this contest. Now let's make the starting lineups first for Gateway. A 5'11" junior guard number 1, Jaden Carr. 5'10" junior guard number 5, Michael Stevens.
So there we have it, the starting lineups for both squads. For your Gateway Gators, a lot of familiar faces in there tonight. Jaden Carr, MJ Stevenson, Elijah Bruce McCrommon, and then the dynamic senior duo of Ryan Gregerson and Will Kromka. They're going to have their hands full tonight with a very talented Laurel Highlands squad that is yet to lose this season, led by Rodney Gallagher, Keandre DeShields, Brandon Davis, Joe Chambers, and Nico Johns. Seconds away from tip here, the Elite Eight here in Pennsylvania in 5A. And the ball will go to the Mustangs to start. Thank you all once again for joining us here. As a part of Gateway Productions here on YouTube, I'm Vince Russo. Our talented crew tonight excited to bring you this one here, an electric crowd at the UPMC Event Center. Ball poked away there. Last to touch it, Kromka and the Gators, who rock the black uniforms with the gold and white trim on the other side. Laurel Highlands, the home team, with the home white uniforms with the red and blue trim, those blue numerals. They'll go right to left here in the first quarter on your screen. The floater off the mark from top of the key there. And so the Gators hold on that first offensive possession. And now it'll be Jaden Carr and company coming back down the other way, looking for the first points. Pull up, that one off the mark. Heat check there, but Carr with a great hustle. He's going to drive inside, lose it. Now it's Kromka once again. He has it, lays it up and in. And an early 2 points for the senior, Will Kromka. Jumper off the mark, offensive rebound, almost a foul there, no call. Johns with the board there on the offensive glass. Now picked up dribble, and they'll get it back to Gallagher. Good pressure by Carr here. The early going, not trying to allow this Mustangs offense to feel comfortable. And that jumper off the mark, falling away, no good. The Gators come back down the other way with the early 2-0 lead, courtesy of that guy right there, Will Kromka. Known for doing it outside, was able to drive in, lay it up off the glass, and now this one poked away. A nice steal there. McCrommon wasn't paying attention, had it taken away. And 2 points there on the hustle down the court. Brandon Davis gets the Mustangs on the board. 2 points apiece, about 2 minutes in here. Winner will face Newcastle that defeated Penn Hills 43-35. Then a slugfest, low-scoring, physical altercation before this one. Indians see a very impressive season come to a close. Newcastle knocked the Gators out of the playoffs here in this building not too long ago. Gators fell in the semifinal before taking on Laurel Highlands here, who needed double overtime and a pair of free throws from Gallagher. Wears number 2 there for Laurel Highlands. And he has been clutch. Anyone that knows anything about football or basketball in this region knows about Gallagher as he tries to set the Mustangs up there. Fed that one to Joe Chambers. His pass tipped and off the mark. The last to touch it was the thigh of a Gator. And so the ball will stay with the Mustangs in white. Laurel Highlands 27-0 on the season, but they've had to survive 2 different overtime games here. Chambers left wide open. He'll knock that one down. His first points of the evening, and the first lead for Laurel Highlands as they take the 5-2 lead. McCrommon gets the ball across half court. Gregerson inside, he's blocked. Going up top, going strong. Keandre DeShields at 6'3", comes down the other end with the flush. He went up big time at the other end, gave up 4 inches to Gregerson, got the block, went coast to coast and threw it down. Oh my. This place is going wild. A great contingency of folks here as Gregerson gets it underneath. He eventually puts it back in on the second effort there. As this place still amped up from Keandre DeShields with the flush. He has it again here. Good dribbles there. He's able to get it inside. Fall away jumper, no good. Gregerson comes up with it after Davis can't put it away. McCrommon got to pull up from the free throw line, and he knocks it down. Has not been someone they've leaned on heavily going into the postseason. But with Caleb Pryor out, Elijah Bruce McCrommon, the senior, has had to step up. But he gets blown by there as Gallagher able to get to the hoop and lay that one in. What a physical play there. And Gallagher with his first points here in the contest has a chance to get 3 the old-fashioned way. So he'll head to the free throw line where he's had ice in his veins in this playoffs. 2 separate times he's iced games with 2 clutch free throws. Laurel Highlands almost didn't make it here. It took overtime and a large comeback down double digits, as many as 13 to the Highlands Golden Rams. But here the Mustangs are on the precipice of a truly magical season. Still a few games to go if they want to get there. 27-0 thus far. Good move. Draw the foul, and that one just almost goes down, but lips out. There's a good hesitation move there by MJ Stevenson. So we'll get to our first timeout of this affair with 3:48 left here in the first quarter. 10-6 our score. Gators down by 4, but they'll have an opportunity to trim that to as little as 2 at the free throw line upcoming. Talked about the Gators on their end. Started the season 3-3, but have won 14 of their last 17, including advancing to the WPIAL semifinals with wins over West Allegheny and an upset over Mars. So we take a look at their path to here before falling by 10 to Newcastle. As you see there, they allowed 16 points in the first quarter there against DuBois, the DuBois area Beavers, but then allowed just 16 over the last 3 quarters, routed the Beavers, and then against the Trojans needed overtime. So the Gators have been battle-tested with some tough games. And you look at those losses on the schedule. Every loss the Gators suffered this season were against playoff teams, including one that just played a little bit earlier in Penn Hills, and one that'll be playing next Friday on the 18th, or rather this Friday on the 18th, the state finals next Friday on the 25th. The Newcastle Hurricanes. So the Gators have stood toe-to-toe with some of the best teams and not flinched. Fell by 10 to Newcastle, a team that took these Mustangs to the wire. MJ Stevenson shooting into the opposing student section, gets the bounce on the first one. Stevenson, a part of that really talented squad of juniors, including Pryor and Carr. He'll be back next year for the Gators. He tackles both of those free throws, and so the lead is back down to 2. We've got ourselves a good game here in the early going. Brandon Davis brings it across half court. They'll move it around. It comes back to Davis. Gallagher looked like he was going to take the shot. Now a fake. Deep 3. That one off the mark. Good rebound there by Stevenson. The Gators with a chance to tie or take the lead here. Have not led since it was 2-0. Good feed inside to Gregerson, but he has that one stripped away. A heady defensive play there by Brandon Davis. Looked like that pass floated just a little bit. If they were able to get that in with a little more zip to Gregerson, he probably throws that one down. Jaden Carr with it now. They'll get it over. Open 3, and that one's drained. Substitution in. Tylee Thompson able to drain that one. And Thompson gives the Gators the lead here with just under 3 to play in our opening quarter here. We'll play 4 8-minute quarters here, and then we'll go to overtime if we don't get a winner. And we've seen a good bit of these games go the distance and a little bit more. And the Gators just throw that one away, and now Gallagher turns that into an easy deuce. You cannot make those kind of mistakes here against the Mustangs. And then at the other end, a blocking foul as Carr tried to go coast to coast. And so he'll step to the line as these teams go back and forth. Laurel Highlands reclaiming the lead, at least for the time being. Gators 3 for 3 here in the early going from the charity stripe as Carr knocks that one down. That's his first point on the evening, and we are knotted back up. Carr knocks them both down. He's made some big free throws over the course of this season, and he'll give the Gators the lead once again here. Stevenson guarding Davis. Mustangs taking their time here, not pushing the envelope. Chambers thought about the shot. They'll get an open look. Good ball movement, and that one off the mark. Stevenson, another big rebound. And quickly the Gators go down the other way. Good drive, the floater, just a little too strong, but a nice offensive rebound. That one just off the mark. The Gators with a couple nice opportunities there. The ball's still loose, and it's going to go out. Last touched by Jaden Carr, but good hustle there by the Gators. MJ Stevenson with a couple good looks there after the floater by Thompson. They just couldn't get them to fall. Gallagher able to step back, knocks that one down. A lot of people thought Gallagher was going to look to play basketball at the next level, but he committed this fall. He said he wants to play on the gridiron, and he certainly got more than enough offers there as well. One of those players that you just know you're going to remember for a long time. Carr drives inside. He's fouled, though. Mustangs and their faithful fans wanting a clean block call there, but they're not going to get it. As this is a great crowd here at a great venue. The UPMC Event Center here at Robert Morris University has not been open for more than a few years. As Carr knocks down another. A lot of Mustang faithful here. As Carr converts once again, knocks them both down, and once again, Gators back out in front. Back and forth we go. Carr now has 4. Rodney Gallagher leads all scorers with 7 here in the early going. Nice drive inside, contact, and Gallagher just will not be denied at the rim. Lays that one up and in. Good no call there. Strong defense by Gregerson. Had both of those hands up at 6'7", but Gallagher still found a way to put that one down, and so Laurel Highlands back in front. Good feed inside, but that's intercepted. Now Gallagher coming the other way. He's going to take it himself. That one's no good, but he got fouled, and he'll head to the line. So that'll be a foul on Mikey Crawford, who has recently just entered into the game. That's just a second team foul against the Gators. 3 team fouls against Laurel Highlands. Gallagher makes the first, extends the lead to 2, and he'll have a chance for one more here. So both teams getting the offense rolling here in the first quarter. Gallagher now in double digits with 11 points here in quarter number 1. Kromko with it now. Scored the first bucket for the Gators and really hasn't touched it much since. See if they try to get the senior more involved here. Gators have that one knocked away. 18.9 seconds left. We'll see if they hold for the last shot here in the first quarter. You notice here in the early going that the Mustangs do a great job stripping that ball away, hands active in the passing lanes without committing fouls. Very disciplined. Good feed inside, it's Gregerson. He finishes, a nice find there by Gromka. Gregerson now with 4, and the lead is back down to 1. 3 seconds left, Gallagher with the heat check. That one off the mark, and that is how quarter number one will come to a close. So the Gators pull within one. They led for about half of that first quarter, but back and forth we went. A great first quarter of action here on Gateway Gators Productions. So this one living up to the billing of two teams looking to be one of the final four teams standing. We talked about Newcastle moving on with a 43-35 win, a slugfest over top of the Penn Hills Indians. So this team, or the winner of this game rather, will take on Newcastle Friday, March 18th, location to be determined. The state final will be a week later on Friday the 25th at the Giant Center in Hershey. So the Gators beat Hershey the other day. Now they're looking to get to Hershey to play for a state championship. So the Gators have had to step up in the backcourt with no Caleb Pryor. This is tied for the furthest the Gators have ever made it in the postseason. They made the quarterfinals of the WPIAL last season. It was a COVID-impacted open tournament season. And now they got an opportunity to not only get into the state bracket, but advance. 2 wins already, trying to keep this historic season going. On the other side, the Mustangs won a WPIAL title 2 seasons ago with Gallagher, a 2-time All-State selection. We're back at it here at the UPMC Event Center. Fresh 8 minutes on the clock. Gators down 1. They'll have the ball to start here. 18-17 our score. Jaden Carr looks to attack, then leaves it off. Kromka gonna pull the trigger from 3. That one a bit strong, and a good rebound. But they'll throw it away. Mustangs will get back to it. A strong board there by Jaden Pratt. Good hustle by Taji Hooper to come up with it. Now Hooper feeds it inside. There's gonna be a travel call there as DeShields tried to put the shoulder down but moved the feet first. Again, the Mustang faithful don't agree. The officials had a good vantage point. It looked like he had a few steps in there. Pretty clean game as far as turnovers, fouls. Again, just 5 team fouls in the first quarter between these two squads. Neither team really turning it over all that much. But you expect good basketball when you get to this point. Talk about no turnovers. Mustangs turn that one into a foul call there. So Mustangs did have a takeaway on that coast-to-coast slam dunk by Keandre DeShields. So that's a 3rd team foul against the Gators. Gallagher gonna go to work on McCrommon, pulls the trigger. That one's short and off the mark, but a good rebound there by DeShields. He's gonna go up strong. A lot of contact there. Last off of Kromka. No call. Gallagher to inbound under the bucket. They'll get it out to Hooper. Hooper sees that one swatted away. Jaden Carr going up high. A lot of size for both of these teams. Carr, he doesn't quite look like it, but he's a sneaky 5'11". Shields pulls the trigger from the baseline. That one's off the mark, and a good rebound there by MJ Stevenson. Now Stevenson will get it up top to Carr. Fake the 3-point shot, layup. Looked like a foul underneath there, as Mikey Crawford looked to take it underneath and scoop it up. He got hacked. And he'll head to the line here. Another opportunity for the Gators to either tie or take the lead. Crawford's first free throw no good. First miss from the line for the Gators today. Crawford, just a sophomore, has played some very meaningful minutes for the Gators, a team that has a lot of pieces coming back. As Crawford knocks down the second, that's his first point. We're knotted up at 18. The other side, Laurel Highlands certainly bringing a lot back. Gallagher and DeShields and Davis, their leading scorers, are all juniors. So expect them to compete again next season. They've got only juniors and seniors on the roster. Nice take there, that one off the mark. Gregerson with a strong rebound. Again, Mustangs wanted a call there. They're not going to get it. Kromka able to get it to Carr in the corner. Three! Good ball movement there, good vision. Carr now has 7, and the Gators back out in front by 3. Jumper off the mark. They'll get it back though, and a good second effort there by Jaden Pratt. His first bucket. He just outworked the Gators there. And his hustle results in 2 points, cuts the lead to 1. Crawford with it again on the wing. He's going to try and do it himself inside. A good job on the held ball there. Brandon Davis gave him a little stare down after as he flexed the muscle there and just ripped that ball away. And so the possession arrow goes to the Mustangs, and they'll turn the Gators over here looking to reclaim the lead. Gators have been up by as much as 4, but I don't know that we'll see either team get all that much separation with how they've both played thus far. As we reach the 5-minute mark here in quarter number 2. Gallagher almost loses his footing there. So good at creating space. That one just trickles off of the rim, and then Carr a little off balance there as he tried to claim the rebound. That one goes off of his fingertips. So the Mustangs will get the ball back. Open shot at the top of the key, that's good. Brandon Davis now with 5. That's the second or third time the Gators have just simply lost a man out beyond the perimeter. A couple times now, the Mustangs have made the Gators pay as they go back up by 2. Carr again tries to do it himself. Now a 3-on-1 the other way, and an easy layup. Brandon Davis comes back down. Now he has 7 after 5 quick points there. And now Laurel Highlands up by 4. Now the Gators just not paying attention. They'll leave it up. That one blocked. And swatted away by Gregerson. They needed that, but the Mustangs get the ball back. And you can tell they've got the momentum. Gallagher able to create space, hangs, lays it up, and lays it in. Rodney Gallagher with a big bucket there. The way he just sort of hung in the air there. He's able to do things physically you just don't see a lot of high school athletes do. Able to maintain his balance as he traveled through the air and then lay that one off of the glass. And so we'll get a timeout here. We've got our largest lead of the game here. Mustangs up 6, 27-21 with 3:42 left in the first half. Gallagher will have a trip to the free throw line. He leads all scorers thus far with 11 points. Look down the scoring sheet. We've got 7 for Jaden Pratt. Just 1 bucket for Keandre DeShields thus far. It was a big dunk. 3-point shot by Joe Chambers. That's where things stand at the moment on the other side for the Gators. Balanced scoring. 7 points from Carr, just 1 from Mikey Crawford, 2 from MJ Stevenson. 1 3-point bucket knocked down by Tally Thompson. Elijah Bruce McCrommon with a pair. 4 points for Ryan Gregerson and 2 for Will Kromka. So 27-21 is where we stand here. Both teams taking a second. Laurel Highlands trying to keep that undefeated season going. On the other side of the bracket, Chester and Shippensburg playing in another quarterfinal, as well as Marple Newton. I'm a Tech Charter, who's one of those schools that always is in the conversation with football and basketball when it comes time for PIAA playoffs. So Gallagher steps back to the line. He has been perfect thus far tonight. And it doesn't look like he's planning on missing anytime soon. He's now up to 12 points, and the lead is 7 for the Mustangs. Gators have gone cold on the past few possessions. Guys trying to do it themselves. Last bucket was that three-point shot from Jaden Carr. I don't know how that one went down, but a beautiful take inside. MJ Stevenson let that one go as he was coming down, was able to find just a little bit of wiggle room there. And so that'll cut some of the bleeding for the Gators. And that one off the mark. So now the Gators come down with numbers the other way. They'll get it out wide. Carr gonna take the three-point shot. He nails that one. Jaden Carr now in double digits with 10. And the Gators down just 2. Gallagher going to work on Will Kromka. Jumper off the mark. Putback, no good. Rebound by Carr, and he's fouled. He's able to draw the foul on Taji Hooper, the senior. Team foul number 5 for the Mustangs. So neither team in the bonus. Both teams with fouls to give. The Gators have another opportunity here to tie or take the lead, as at least through nearly 2 quarters they have looked down at the 27-0 Mustangs and not flinched. Good pressure here. Mustangs will take it away. It's DeShields gonna go up. He gets that one denied. And a nice defensive play there by the Gators. Kromka, they'll move it quickly. Carr has it, it's poked away. Ball still loose in the lane, picked up. Very nearly a three-point play as Jaden Carr gets on the ground, picks that one up. Almost puts that one in the bucket. He'll head to the line where he has been perfect tonight. Try and nod this one up with 2:06 left in the first half. First one is good. Second one bounces home. 12 points for Jaden Carr. We are tied at 28. Good move here. Pratt goes underneath. He'll draw the foul. Now he'll head to the line. Pratt able to sort of, or rather that was Davis, Brandon Davis, excuse me. Hung in the air, took that one up, brought it back down, tried to go up with the right. Little off the mark, but was able to take that contact and earn a trip to the line. And he'll knock down the front end of the 2 free throws he has earned. Again, neither team in the bonus. With how much time we have left here, just 1:54 in the first half. Not sure either team's gonna get there. Second free throw, no good. Pratt almost came up with the offensive rebound, but it's the Gators the other way, and the layup is good. Nice job there by Mikey Crawford. Crawford now with 3 points. Now the Gators able to force a quick turnover here. That one off the mark, the put back, no good. Gators will get it back, and finally it's put back in by Thompson. And don't look now, but the Gators up 3 with 1:25 left in the first half. And the Mustangs faithful honestly look a little shell-shocked. Davis with 8 after the free throw made. And a quick couple buckets, including Thompson now with 5 points. So far so good. If you're a fan of the Gators, you certainly have your work cut out for you against an immensely talented team that very few teams have even been able to hang with. But Laurel Highlands, they've been battle tested lately. We talked about getting double overtime to claim the WPIAL title, a very controversial call. Foul called with 0.3 seconds left. Gallagher was able to draw the contact, knock down both free throws. And then against Highlands, they were down by as much as 13, outscored the Golden Rams 11-6 in the extra frame. Gallagher scoring over 25 points in both of those contests. When push comes to shove, he's the guy. He'll spin, able to create space from Gallagher. Not only an incredible athlete, but such a high basketball IQ there. Undressing the defender, able to spin away, create space on every jump shot. So a 1-point game here. Less than a minute left. They'll get it to Crawford out on the wing. And Carr says, get it back to me, let's reset this here. We'll see if the Gators try to hold for the last shot here. So have it in Kromka's hands, at least for the moment. Get it to Stevenson, back to Carr, back to Kromka. That's exactly what the Gators are going to look to do here. Mustangs trying to jump in the passing lanes. Six seconds left. Crawford gonna go inside, trying to do it himself. Gallagher gets it, and they'll try and get this one off in time. They will not, the Mustangs will, and so there you have it, very nearly a turnover leading to a bucket. But that being said, Gators eyeing up the upset, and they lead Laurel Highlands by 1 at the end of half number 1. 32-31 is our score. We'll step aside. We'll have about a 10-minute break between halves. We'll come back a minute or two early and recap the scoring for you. But grab a snack, grab a drink. Don't go too far. We have ourselves a great game thus far. 32-31, Gateway on top after one half of play. We'll be right back here on Gateway Productions, live on YouTube. Just under 3 minutes until we resume play here at the UPMC Event Center on the campus of Robert Morris University. The Gators looking to pull the stunner. They've played the part of the Cinderella here, at least through half number 1. Up 32-31 over unbeaten, unblemished Laurel Highlands. Gators were down by 7, but roared back. A couple big threes by Jaden Carr. He leads all scorers, or all the Gator scorers rather, with 12 points. If you're looking for the leader for all scorers, look no further than the talented Rodney Gallagher. 16 points through one half of play as he looks to will the Mustangs forward on what has been a truly remarkable season. He's already near his season average of 18.1, but he has been a different animal here in the playoffs. Scored a game-high 26, including the 2 game-winning free throws against Newcastle, who beat Penn Hills earlier, 43-35. So the winner of this game will be taking on a familiar opponent as Newcastle beat the Gators to get to the WPIAL finals, where they fell in 2 overtimes against this Laurel Highlands squad. The other day, Mustangs had to survive their second OT thriller in 3 days, or 3 games rather. A hot shooting start saw the Highlands Golden Rams jump out to a 13-point lead, yet Laurel Highlands battled back behind Gallagher's 30 points. They won 71-66 in overtime out at Norwin. That was a rematch of a WPIAL semifinal game that Laurel Highlands won by 17 points just 2 weeks ago, but this time hot shooting Highlands, they led 36-23 at the half. Mustangs outscored their opponent 11-6 in the extra frame. Find themselves just 2 games away from the state final. Gators on the other side. They beat West Allegheny in the first round of the WPIAL playoffs in a game where they had to battle back. We're down as much as 9. We had that game here live on Gateway Productions. Then they went on the road and upset the 3-seed Mars before falling by 10 to the aforementioned Newcastle Hurricanes. They qualified for the state playoffs where they beat Du Bois 58-32 and then hung on for a 3-point overtime win against Hershey. And so they talked about it earlier, the Gators beat Hershey. Now they're trying to get to Hershey. Well, they're going to need another stellar half of play here as the Gators stand toe-to-toe, 1 point ahead here against Gallagher and the Mustangs. A fresh 8 minutes are on the clock. The Gators will start with the ball. And we are back underway here from Moon Township, Pennsylvania. 16 minutes to go. See what adjustments both of these teams made here. Both offenses got more than their fair share of good looks. Laurel Highlands won the turnover battle. Neither team really got themselves into foul trouble. Kromka almost gets it taken away. He's able to fight his way inside. That one off the mark, and now quickly the other way come the Mustangs and throwing it down with authority. Who else? Keandre DeShields. All 4 of his points have come off of dunks thus far. He averages 19 a game. He's been quiet here thus far. And Laurel Highlands quickly back out in front in this one. It's Gregerson with it, looking, threw it away rather, but MJ Stevenson thankfully gets to it quickly as the Gators look a little out of sorts here to start. Driving inside, McCrommon throws this one up. He gets back to it, held ball. Possession arrow will go to the Mustangs after the Gators started this third quarter with possession, so they'll look to build on the lead as they got the half's first bucket just moments ago off of the flush by DeShields. Good Euro step inside. DeShields now has more points in the second half than he did in the first. Had just 2 points. He's up to 6 now. And it's thrown away. Ball loose though, and it'll come back to the Gators. Kromka scans his options. Heat check from 3. He knocks it down. Little contact there at the end, though, call. But a big bucket there to knot us back up at 35 after the Gators looked a little sluggish here to start. Now an open look from the top of the key there. That one's off the mark. Long rebound by Stevenson. And the Gators will come back down the other way looking for the lead once again. Stevenson won't push the envelope. McCrommon scans his options. He'll get it to Carr. Carr led the Gators with a dozen in the first half, including a couple big threes. Some trips to the free throw line. Stevenson, a beautiful floater there. He's up to 6. And the Gators back out in front. Good ball movement to Shields. Good open look there. That one off the mark. And Stevenson has been attacking the boards well in this one. He'll get it into Gregerson. Gregerson was a little too close inside to flush that one, so he just lays it up and in. He now has 6. And the Gators once again up 4. Now a little pressure, and that one poked away. Gallagher able to get past Carr. He's going to try and do it all himself. Leaves it off, and a big block. Gregerson, he says no. Looked like for just a second there that Joe Chambers was going to have enough room there to just sort of lay that one up and in. But Gregerson using that 6'7" wingspan, flocking to the ball and turning it away. DeShields with the spin move there. That one's off the mark, but Chambers comes up with the offensive board. Now kick ball. That's Jaden Carr playing some really intense perimeter defense there. Already 3 minutes gone by here in quarter number 3. That fall away jumper poked away. Initial rebound by Laurel Highlands. Ball gets poked out. Crowd wanted to call. They thought there was a little extra contact there. They won't get it. And so this possession continues for Laurel Highlands. One of the longer ones we've seen here. And it's been a pretty back and forth offensive contest. Chambers wide open on the wing. That one in and out. Gregerson with the rebound. So after all that, the Gators hang on to the lead. They'll try and build on it here. Good defense here. They'll poke that one away, and just a foot ever so slightly on the line. Looking down at it was Davis. He thought he came away with that one, but the Gators catch a break there after the errant pass gets tipped out of bounds. Crawford thought about the shot. Now he will take it. That one well short. It'll come back to Carr. Fights his way inside. Contact there. It's stripped away. So it'll remain Gators basketball here as we are 1 second away from already being halfway through our third quarter here in this quarterfinal matchup. 2 of the last 8 teams remaining in 5A in the state. You can feel the Mustangs tightening things up here. Gators having a hard time getting anything going here in the half court. Pull up from deep. That one misses everything. Bromka tried to keep it in, but now it's going to lead to an odd man break the other way, and who else but Gallagher? He now has 18. And the Mustangs back within 2. Winner of this game plays it Friday. We don't know exactly where yet. As that ball kept in. Gators wanted the call this time. They won't get it. Now it's a 2-on-1. And the alley-oop at the other end. 3 of the 4 buckets for DeShields have come above the rim. It's his 3rd dunk of the evening. And we're back tied at 39. Crowd has come back to life. As the drive there will result in a foul. MJ Stevenson will head to the line. Brandon Davis protests to no avail. As again, not a lot of fouls being called in this game on either end. They've really let both of these teams play. That's the first foul here in half number 2 as we get a timeout here. The Gators looking to break this tie. They've led by as many as 4, both in the second and third quarters, but have found no more wiggle room than that. Talk about the leading scorers. DeShields, who averages just under 20 points a game, starting to get rolling here. 6 points in the third quarter. Brandon Davis has 8. That's about half of where he's normally at. Averages 16.5 a game. And then Rodney Gallagher, right at his season average coming into this one, averages 18.1 a game. You think about all 3 of those guys going to be back next season. As you really look at both of these teams that are built to compete again next season, as 5A continues to be arguably the deepest and most exciting classification when it comes to high school basketball in Western Pennsylvania. So we'll return to game action here with MJ Stevenson at the line. He's earned himself a pair of free throws. See if he can't break our current stalemate. Both teams tied at 39. Stevenson, the junior guard. Both teams shooting phenomenally from the free throw line tonight. Now 7 points for Stevenson, and the Gators back out in front. He'll get them both. 4 for 4 from the line for Stevenson. The lead is 2. Now drive inside to Shields, thought about it. Now he will take the turnaround jumper, and again, that one just lips out. We've seen so many of those tonight for the Mustangs where they've gotten good looks that have just lipped in and out. Stevenson going to try and do it again himself. He has that one tipped away, and now the ball off of the hands of Gregerson. Just couldn't hang on to it. Would have had an easy look, but unfortunately a turnover. The Gators will have to D up once again, up 2. Shields able to draw the foul there after the Mustangs able to break the full court pressure there. Good call, got him on the elbow. And so now DeShields will get his first chance at the free throw line. A chance to bring this one back to even. The first one is good. Second one, no good. DeShields stuck at 9 points. And the Gators still out in front. Stevenson thought about trying to do it himself. Still has the ball. They'll leave it off for Thompson. Thompson had a big 3 ball in that first half. Eventually they'll get it back to Jaden Carr. Pick and roll. Gregerson gets it out to the corner. Carr trying to do it himself, has it stripped away. That ball's loose in the lane. Both teams on the floor with it. Thompson gets it. Kromka thought about the 3-point shot. He'll get it to Stevenson. Good hustle by the Gators. They'll get a fresh possession here. A big block there. Stevenson got himself inside but ran out of real estate as the wingspan there of number 4, Jaden Pratt, just given nothing. So we're under 90 seconds left here. Hook shot, that's a beautiful take there from number 11. Sally Thompson, he now has 7. He's one of those Gators that's had to step up with no Caleb Pryor. And he has certainly done his part thus far tonight. 3-point shot off the mark there. Offensive rebound. Gallagher couldn't get it to go. DeShields turns, falls away, can't get it. Kromka with a big board. Under a minute left. And a travel. That's going to stem the tide. Momentum was certainly in the Gators' favor there, but a quick turnover. Give it right back to Laurel Highlands. As we just talked about how well Thompson has been playing, but just sort of caught that pass in transition, not quite in stride. 2 steps before the dribble. So now Gallagher and company will go back to work. He has just 2 points here. See if he can score once again. Nice hesitation move, leaves that one. It's off the mark, but a rebound there. Put back up and in. Just the second bucket for Pratt, who has 4. And a 1-point game once again. Gators very likely going to hold for the last shot here, wanting to ensure that they take the lead into the final frame. Elijah Bruce McCrommon with it now. He'll leave it for Kromka. Kromka now able to get it underneath, and Gregerson flushes it. What a beautiful feed from Will Kromka. They'll get it in quick. DeShields makes a move, and that one will be no good, and it's off the mark. And the Gateway Gators faithful can feel it. They end the quarter with the emphatic slam, and I don't think even the most ardent supporters of the Gators thought this game would be going quite as well as it is right at this moment. But the Gators now eyeing up an opportunity act as David, topple Goliath, and send themselves to the PIAA semifinals. 45-42 after 3 quarters of play. Don't go anywhere. This one is going to be an excellent finish. So glad you all could join us here on YouTube with Gateway Productions. What a year it's been. Our second full year with Gateway. From football season to boys and girls basketball, wrestling, swimming. We've got some lacrosse coming up. Maybe some baseball, softball as well. And who knows? Might have some more basketball as well. We've certainly got at least 8 minutes left here, and who knows what's going to happen. Mustangs have gotten the looks. They haven't been able to knock them down. The Gators have shored things up. Haven't turned the ball over as much here in half number 2. And again, officials are not trying to let the whistles decide this one. We're 8 minutes into the second half. Both teams with just 1 team foul apiece. And you know, nothing egregious has been missed for the most part. Both teams have been given this leeway. It's been called evenly. And the one nice thing about that is both of these teams have their most talented players on the court here late in this one, with an opportunity to be one of the final 4 teams in the state playing hoops. Gators will have the ball to start. Kromka trying to do it himself inside. A little hesitation, and he's able to draw the foul. Wanted to get that one to go. Would have been a big one. But he'll still get himself to the line, and Kromka, what a senior season he and Gregerson are having, trying to take the Gators where they have never been before. This is the farthest that Gateway's ever been in the state tournament. Kromka, ice in the veins on the front end of that one. He has just 6 points in this one, but he's had some great assists in this one, including the heady pass there with just seconds left to find Gregerson wide open under the bucket. But he has 7 now, and the lead is back up to 5. That's the largest lead that Gateway has had in this one. But here comes Gallagher. He's able to find some space. He draws the foul, and that one very nearly goes down. And he is just so quick that he's able to force himself to places on the floor where he's able to draw some of those fouls. Gators fans certainly frustrated. Gallagher knocks down the first. Both teams with 2 team fouls now. And with that one, Gallagher surpasses the 20-point mark once again. Officials timeout. Looked like there was some piece of debris on the court. Stevenson with it. He's been so good on the drive. Now Carr able to get the defender out of position. He pulls up from the free throw line. That one's off the mark. Gallagher tries to throw it out off of Thompson. Thompson turns around, throws up the floater. That one well off the mark. Now no numbers, but here comes DeShields the other way. That one's off the mark, and now Thompson able to get that one back. He throws it forward to Gregerson, who didn't know the ball was coming, and so another turnover. This one will result in a bucket the other end. Poor passing there from the Gators, and we're back to a 1-point game. As Brandon Davis with the finish there. He's into double digits. And the Mustangs faithful roar back to life. The student section chancing for the defense to come up with a big one here. Kromka stops, pops, that one's short. So the defense comes through. They'll get it to Gallagher. Gets that one poked away. Thompson with the incredible block. Gallagher wanted the call, but Thompson able to get up in the grill of Gallagher. Now Alvis Rogers will take the timeout. But the Gators still in front with 6:03 here in the fourth quarter. They led by as much as 5, a couple quick buckets by the Mustangs, and we are still separated by just 1. See the talented Gateway Gators cheer squad there. Shout out on a perfect tumble there. They've brought the energy all season, not to be outdone. Mustangs brought the whole Army with them. They've got a huge squad here under their bucket as well. So what an energetic crowd we have here. Certainly it's been a little more quiet at points. The Mustangs faithful, I would dare to say, probably thought that they'd be able to build some separation. Certainly they're aware that the Gators are a talented team that have surpassed preseason expectations. This has been a Laurel Highlands team that's been battle-tested every step of the way here in the postseason, it seems like. And they're no strangers to close games down the stretch. Talked about it enough times already. 2 overtime wins in their past 3 games. One of those being the WPIAL championship game. The other one being the game just to get them here on the court today. The Gators are wondering, is the 3rd time the charm of being able to build a lead here against Laurel Highlands. Carr with the spin move there. Thompson needs to get himself out of trouble. He'll turn it over. Gallagher with the steal. They'll get it forward. And Davis lays that one up and in. And the Mustangs are back out in front. 48-47, 5.5 minutes left here in Moon Township. One of these teams will face Newcastle. One of these teams goes home. Kromka now gets it poked away. But an interception by Carr. Carr able to find Thompson. Off the mark. But an offensive rebound. Stevenson able to create some space. MJ Stevenson quietly now with 10 points. His work on the offensive and defensive boards has willed the Gators to this point. I don't know. You can certainly make the argument that Jaden Carr has played incredible defense on the peripheral. He's got it done offensively. Will Kromka has had some excellent assists in this one, but MJ Stevenson doing all the little things. And now the steal. Jaden Carr comes away with it. Kromka gets held up. That'll be a foul. The reach in. Every time it looks like Laurel Highlands is going to start that run and start pulling out ahead, the Gators find a big play or a big bucket to keep themselves in front. Very nearly a 5-second call there, but Thompson gets it into Carr. Carr awaits instructions from Coach Rogers, and now the Gators will go to work. Carr picked up his dribble, needs someone to help him. They're going to have to blow a timeout here. Crisis averted there. Carr with the heady play. He and Rogers both signal for timeout at the same time to avoid that mental clock speeding up and throwing the ball away. So 4:14 left in this one. 49-48 is where we stand. Gators have a pair in double digits, including Carr with 12 and Stevenson with 10. No points for Jaden Carr here so far in the second half. He was a big catalyst. But the Gators have been able to go in different directions. Gregerson has 8 now, Kromka with 7. And balanced scoring all season has really been the story for the Gateway Gators. Will it be enough? Thompson with a few big buckets as well. He thinks about pulling the trigger, but he'll leave it off for Stevenson. Good defense here on the perimeter by Laurel Highlands. That one's poked away, but Stevenson able to get to it first. Good that he did. The Mustangs, their bread and butter is that transition game. Thompson with the scoop, and he'll draw the foul. I'm surprised that Stevenson didn't pull up on the jumper or the floater, but decided to go with the extra pass to Thompson. He was able to make the move, draw the foul, and now he'll get to the free throw line with 3:38. We'll have ourselves a media timeout. Last one here in this one, and then strap in, folks. We got about 3.5 minutes left here, 3:38 to be exact. Can the Gators get it done, or will Laurel Highlands continue the cardiac comebacks that they have had to mount here several times over the past week or so? We've seen some great basketball here today. On the other side, you've got Gallagher with 20 points. 9 points for DeShields, who's been held 10 points below his season average. 12 points for Brandon Davis. And you can tell this crowd, even the Gators fans who are a little looser, because you feel like you're playing with house money going up against a team like Laurel Highlands, but this crowd is tense. Both of these clubs and everyone in this building knows what's on the line. A chance to be referred to at your school and your community as that team that went undefeated, won a state title, or that team that took down the undefeated team. 2 big free throws upcoming here for Thompson. Thompson's first. Back of the iron, no good. Thompson with 7 so far. Looking for point number 8. No good. Kromka comes up with the offensive board. That's a big one. He tries to get by the defender. Spins, floats, puts that one up off the mark, no good. Laurel Highlands hangs on. He wasn't able to get past Taji Hooper. So now it's Davis getting it to Gallagher. 3 minutes and change. Gallagher trying to go to work on Kromka, backs his way in. He floats, that one's no good, but the offensive board is put back up and in. Just the 3rd bucket for Jaden Pratt. That's a big one. It puts Laurel Highlands back in front by 1. Gut check time. Each one of these possessions so much more valuable. They'll get it into Gregerson. Gregerson lays that one up off the mark. Couldn't get it to go. And a bucket here by the Mustangs might take the roof off of this place. Extra pass to Hooper. They'll get it to Gallagher. Mustangs not rushing things. Had a couple good looks there, but now it's a turnover. And now Carr with the spin move comes the other way. And the call on the floor. It was called before Carr went up with it, but boy, was that a nice finish. Gallagher opines, saying his jersey was tugged. It certainly was physical on both sides, but Carr came away with the ball. And now he's got an opportunity. Rather, they're calling this one on the floor. No shooting foul whatsoever, and neither team. Actually, Laurel Highlands now with 5 team fouls. So a chance for that to get interesting should the Gators get into the bonus. They'll get it inside to Gregerson, who gets it to go. Good footwork there. Good job by the big man keeping that ball up high so it couldn't be torn away. Touches that one up off the glass. And now a timeout, with the Gators still up by 1 with 1:43 to go. .143 left. My goodness, what else do you say? This has been an excellent exhibition on both sides. One of those games where neither team is deserving of a loss, both of them deserving to move forward. But only one will punch their ticket and play in a few days here on Friday. Can the Mustangs keep the unblemished record rolling? Or will the WPIAL champions be dethroned here in the state tournament by the upstart Gators? Started the season 3-3. Had a winning streak of 7 in the middle of the season. Went 14-3 down the stretch. We'll see what happens here. 90 seconds left, folks. 51-50. Foul on the floor. Stevenson with 2 hands on Brandon Davis, who had gotten by him. The Gators certainly have fouls to give. They have done a good job staying out of foul trouble. Just 3 team fouls here in the second half. They'll get it back into Davis. Now it's Gallagher. Carr and Kromka have been the main 2 guys guarding them. Gallagher gonna try and do it himself, and he has that one knocked away. It was swatted by Thompson, but they're gonna call the foul underneath. That one's gonna go against Gregerson. Gators fans can't believe it. That's gonna send Gallagher to the line here. This has been his bread and butter. Get into the lane, draw the contact, knock down the free throws. First one is good. It's not missed today. Now 21 points for the supremely talented junior. Another big one upcoming. He's money. 1:14 left. And the crowd is on its feet. That one's knocked away, but it'll stay with the Gators. Good defensive play there by Hooper. This place is on pins and needles. Every fan rising to their feet. Gators need to get this one across half court after that one was thrown away. It looked like there was a ton of grabbing there on both sides. No call. They've let them play on. See if the Gators can keep composure and get a good shot. Carr gonna drive and try to do it himself. That one's off the mark. Stevenson has it. He puts it up. And finally, it's pushed back in by Gregerson. 53-52, 36.2 seconds left. The offensive rebound by Stevenson, and Gregerson rises up and puts it back. Great positioning by the big man. And my goodness, the air is thick here. The tension you could cut with a knife. Both of these teams have played so well today, staring down the opportunity to play on. See what Gallagher and company cook up. See if they'll hold for the last shot here. You'd think that they'll probably try and do just that. Get the offense in motion with about 7 seconds left. Get that shot off. Give yourself a chance at a putback or to draw a foul. I wouldn't be so surprised if they don't just toss it around a few times and try to get Rodney Gallagher driving in the lane and drawing yet another foul. He's been so good at that here throughout these playoffs, and that's where these games have been decided for Laurel Highlands, is with Rodney Gallagher, number 2, at the free throw line. And so we'll see. They'll have to go coast to coast here with 36.2 seconds left. My goodness, what a moment. Here we go, folks. Chambers will roll this one in. Will be picked up. The clock will start. Davis gets it across half court. Chambers with it now. An open look from Davis. That one's off the mark. It's kept in, and it's taken away by Carr. And Carr is fouled with 20.4 seconds left. No time to breathe just yet. As Laurel Highlands still has one foul to give before the Gators enter into the bonus, as a timeout is called. Coach Rogers wants to make sure they get this inbound play just right, as these next 20.4 seconds, folks, are going to feel like an eternity. But where else would you want to be? Whether you're a fan of the Mustangs, the Gators, or just basketball in general, both of these teams playing their absolute hearts out. If you're a fan of the Mustangs, the last couple weeks have had to take a few months, if not years, off of your lifespan watching these games come down to the wire time and time again. Let's see if they have a little bit of magic up their sleeves one more time here as the stage is set. Winner gets Newcastle. Hurricanes beat the Penn Hills Indians on this floor during the 6 o'clock game by 8. Newcastle beat the Gators 72-62 on this court to get to the Peterson Event Center, home of the Pittsburgh Panthers, where Gallagher and company nearly faltered but pulled together and prevailed at the end in double overtime. So the Gators will inbound the ball. The Mustangs will look to try and generate a turnover or a 5-second call here. And they'll get it into Carr. Carr fouled right away by Hooper. And if you're the Gators, that's the guy that you want shooting this 1-and-1. As he has been excellent thus far tonight. Calm, cool, and collected. And he's got a chance to make this as much as a 3-point game. He has the first one. We'll have to knock it down to earn the second. Gators will make sure to get Gregerson and Kromka inside for any sort of offensive rebound attempt should there be a miss. And it is missed, but Gregerson comes up with it. He gets it to Kromka. Kromka throws it away, but the foul happens right before. And my goodness, the Gators get bailed out. Kromka was throwing that one away, got pulled down, and had that not gotten called, that would have been a surefire turnover headed the other way with 12.9 seconds left. As it stands, now another 1-and-1 attempt here. Kromka's good on the first. Now Kromka can make sure a 3 doesn't beat the Gators here. If he knocks this one down, and he does. 2 enormous free throws for Will Kromka. Timeout again. We're not going anywhere, folks. 13 seconds left. And the Gators can taste it. But as we know, anything that can happen will happen. Rodney Gallagher and company, they've got more than enough firepower to cook something up here late and give themselves an opportunity to send this one into an extra frame once again. 12.9 seconds, certainly a lot of time to get this ball across half court and set something up. You can get it inbounds quickly. And in stride. Everybody on their feet here in Moon Township. Will this decide this game, or will we play on? Ball is into DeShields. DeShields is fouled. With 10.4 left on the clock. Gators going to take the path of having plenty of fouls left to give. They're not going to allow anything easy here for the Mustangs. Now another timeout. As both of these coaching staffs playing chess here at the end, trying to put the pieces in the right place for the Mustangs. They want to get an open look and knock it down. For the Gators, you want to contest, but you don't want to foul. So it'll be interesting. What do the Mustangs draw up, and who ultimately takes the last shot? It'd be hard to think that they'll go with anyone other than Rodney Gallagher. For the Gators, really it does all come down to get as much pressure as you can. Don't give up anything easy. But above all else, do not commit a foul on a shooter beyond the perimeter. Force the tough shot, but don't get close enough that you can get called. Both teams being called back out onto the court after the timeout. We stand with 10.4 seconds officially. Ball be inbounded just above half court. They'll get it into Davis once again. Gallagher circles around. He's on the wing. They'll get it to Chambers into the corner. The three-point shot's no good. They have to run out and shoot it quickly. It's off the mark, and the Gators have done it. Down goes Laurel Highlands. Undefeated no more. And the Gators march on to the semifinals. Can you believe it? A season unlike any other in Gateway Gators history. For the first time, your Gators are one of the Final Four teams in Pennsylvania at the 5A level. It was Gregerson with the putback to put them ahead. And after that, it was two enormous free throws from Will Kromka as they celebrate with the student section. You've earned it, boys. Jaden Pratt had a good look at it from the corner with a few seconds left. And then the issue was the rebound occurred under the hoop. And Keandre DeShields had to try and dribble it back out past 3 points and nail it, and just could not. And folks, that's what knocking those free throws down at the end means for a team. Kromka, if he doesn't get both of them there, a putback bucket under the hoop sends this one to overtime. But instead, that third free throw ends up sending the Gateway Gators to the semifinals. What an incredible contest here. Ryan Gregerson and Jaden Carr both with 12 points apiece for the Gators. Carr with no points in the second half. Gregerson coming up large towards the end. An all-important 10 points from MJ Stevenson, who was vicious on the boards, and 9 points from Will Kromka, including those two enormous free throws. 7 points for Tally Thompson. 3 points for Mikey Crawford. And a pair off of a bucket by Elijah Bruce McCrommon. On the other side, 22 points for Rodney Gallagher in the losing effort. 12 points for number 3, Brandon Davis. 9 points for Keandre DeShield. 6 points for Jaden Pratt. And a 3-point bucket up and down for Joe Chambers. That's your scoring, and that's how it goes. We're not sure if we'll be with you for another basketball game this season, but we will have spring sports for you. And my goodness, on behalf of our entire crew, led by Adam Gusky, Lee Schaefer, Renee Schaefer, I am Vince Russo. This one has been the ultimate pleasure. And we'll sign off with the Gateway Gators heading to the semifinals this Friday against the Newcastle Hurricanes, looking to avenge that 10-point semifinal loss. We'll have it for you here, and we'll talk to you again soon. This one final, 55-52. Gators take down the undefeated Laurel Highlands and move on. Good night, everyone.